Hey guys, Connor Recon here, and today I'm bringing you a commentary over my third episode of GTA car versus, and this is the LSPD police car versus the Blaine County police car. So guys, let's get into the testing. First up, we have the LSPD police car on-road handling. So basically guys, I just thought of doing both police cars as a cool little episode. I thought it would be pretty cool. And so you guys are going to see the results of both on-road handling tests from the Blaine County police cars as well as the LSPD police cars. And personally, this was probably one of the most challenging episodes to do so far because I can't save different cars. So therefore, I would have to go back and forth between the counties to bring them to certain locations. So if you guys could drop a like on this video, that would be honestly amazing because this did take me a little while. This took me a total of like 3 days to make this episode. So yeah guys, I would really appreciate if you did leave a like and some feedback, and yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to go over. But the LSPD police car has pretty decent handling, and I guess we're gonna go to the next police car now, the Blaine County police car. Now, really, what I was thinking is, okay, well, the Blaine County police car is obviously gonna have a advantage on off-road because, you know, Blaine County is a lot of, you know, off-road rugged terrain, you know, a lot of desert, and then there's you know, there's the LSPD, and they're mainly on-road. So basically, here are both of the results from what I tested them on. Of course, it was on and off-road handling, and you know, all the other categories such as speed and damage resistance. So basically, both cars performed pretty well. I'm actually going to say this: both cars definitely had an advantage over one another, in my mind at least, until I got to the testing and actually saw the results of the testing. I was actually pretty shocked by the results. So as you guys can see, both cars honestly did a pretty decent job, so I'm going to call this one equal between the cars. I'm going to say that the on-road handling between the cars is pretty much equal. So guys, let's go on to the next category. Alright guys, on to the next category. Now this is the off-road handling category. And guys, let me tell you something. I really thought that the Blaine County police car was going to just outperform the LSPD car so hard in this category. I thought it was just going to have its shining moment in this category. I really thought that it was going to do very, very well. Now, as you could tell guys, the LSPD car actually has a pretty good grip on the road. Now, there were a couple things. There was especially this thing that was interfering. There were, I think, 2 cop cars that were going down the road, so I did have to dodge them. That kind of interfered, not really. I mean, the road was still open enough to where I could pass them, so it wasn't too bad. Although one, I had to kind of do like a, I had to swerve around them, and basically I had to do that. And other than that, I think the tests were pretty good, and I was actually kind of surprised by the results. As you can see, the LSPD car is kind of just having no problems just going on the off-road course, and I'm actually really surprised because of this. And I didn't expect this to actually happen. Like I said, I just nearly dodged the not the LSPD, the Blaine County Police Department. I really thought that I was going to get the cops on me and I would have to redo that test. Luckily, I didn't. And I would say that the LSPD car actually had a pretty good advantage over the Blaine County Police car. I didn't know it was actually going to perform this well. I thought it was going to slide around the off-road area, but in the end, the car actually performed really well, and I'm actually kind of surprised by that. So now we're going to go to Blaine County police car footage, and you guys will see what happens in this footage. Alright guys, this is the Blaine County police car footage on the off-road handling category, if you guys couldn't already tell. And guys, like I said, the results for this were surprising. I was actually not expecting the results for this. As you can see, the car actually kind of had a little trouble, and it kept going down. It was kind of trucking on, and I actually thought the car did a pretty decent job. But what I was most surprised about is the fact that this car didn't do as well as the LSPD car. Now, you will see in a second, as you can see, I lose control easily with this car. and I was actually really surprised. I thought that the Blaine County car was going to have no trouble on the off-road category, kind of like how the LSPD car did, and I thought it was going to excel when I did this, because I actually did the Blaine County car first. I tested that first, and then I tested the LSPD one second, and I actually thought that this was going to do so much better. But as you guys can see, they do pretty equally, but there are some moments like you just saw in the testing where for some reason, you know, it just loses control. The car sometimes slides and slips everywhere, and that kind of went against my vote for the car being better at off-road than the LSPD car. Like that, just like that, it just slid all over the place sometimes. And that really kind of went against me thinking that it would do this and beat out the LSPD car. So guys, in total, I think that on off-road, I think that the LSPD car actually performs better off-road than the Blaine County car. I know it sounds crazy, but I actually think that the LSPD car is better. Alright guys, we are doing the LSPD police car damage resistance test, and basically with this test, I had something in mind. What I had in mind was the fact that both of these cars would not take equal damage. I felt that the LSPD car could take more damage than the Blaine County car. Now, personally, when I was finished with these tests, I didn't actually feel that way anymore. I actually saw how both cars pretty much took an extreme amount of damage. I mean, very big amount of damage, and just held their ground and kept trucking on. And that is kind of what these cars are doing in Grand Theft Auto, is they are basically built to take a lot of damage. I mean, really, if you could see from this testing, it is just incredible. I mean, incredible how they take this much damage and just completely just walk it off, or drive it off in the car's sense. Now, basically, I really, yet again, thought that the LSPD car, I just felt that it was more armored and that it could take a beating, and I actually found out that both, like I said, that both cars could easily take a beating and also dish one out too, because they are very fast cars, as well as, well, not as fast as, you know, Bugattis and stuff, but they're pretty fast, they're pretty high up there. But anyway, guys, as we transition over to the Blaine County car, I wanted to make a point that this damage resistance test is extremely hard to do. I have to take a cargo bob and then basically fly both cars up to the top of Mount Chiliad, then park the cargo bob and keep my eye on any cars that I can't save, so that way they don't despawn, and I had to do that for this episode. So basically, Blaine County Police car damage resistance test. It will continue playing as I'm talking about this. Basically, like I said, I have to take a cargo bob and put these cars all the way up there, and it just requires a lot of time. Now, basically, in the first episode, you guys said how some of those shooting tests are inaccurate. Now, what I was planning on doing was shooting the driver's side door with a combat MG or an advanced rifle. I was personally actually thinking the combat MG. I don't know, either one. And then seeing how many mags it would take to blow it up from there. Because they're not, you know, the driver's side door really isn't near anything important. And on top of that not being near anything important, it really isn't a weak point for any cars that I know of. So I really think it would be more fair if I did that. Now, if you guys want me to keep this test instead of doing what I just said, let me know, because I really am thinking about just doing that and shooting the driver's side door, considering it is A, not a weak point, and B, will not give any cars an advantage over one another, as if I would be circling the car and shooting it like I was in the first episode. So that way you could kind of have an accurate representation of how much damage it can take. So basically, if you guys want to let me know your opinions on this, I actually love to have an opinion on this because I do want to know whether I should keep this damage resistance test or I should go back to the old one that I used in episode 1. So anyway, guys, moving on to the next category, the speed test. Alright guys, so this is the LSPD police car speed test. As you guys can see, I was actually a little bit surprised by the results of this test. I thought both cars were kind of going to perform equally, but I kind of had a little more faith in the LSPD car just for the fact that it was kind of built for an on-road condition in my opinion, so I really think that it was going to go faster. And for the most part, my opinion was actually right, and you guys will see that there is a clear difference. Alright guys, we are in the Blaine County Police car speed test, and basically guys, my prediction, like I said previously, was correct. It was actually about 2.3 seconds, or actually 2.3 seconds exactly, maybe give or take 1 or 2 milliseconds, because, you know, it takes me a second to press the stop button on my phone's stopwatch. So anyway, basically, this took basically around 29 seconds to complete its run from one end of the runway to the other. And basically, guys, this proves that in the end, the LSPD car outperforms it in not only off-road category, but also speed category, but they are equal in damage resistance and on-road performance. Alright guys, so the LSPD police car is the winner for this episode due to the fact that, like I previously mentioned, it outperformed the Blaine County Police car in the speed tests as well as the off-road handling tests. The on-road handling tests and the damage resistant tests, as you saw previously, they were completely equal, and both cars performed very, very equally, so just by 2 tests, the LSPD car is better. I am kind of Recon, and if you want to see more awesome GTA 5 content, then subscribe, hit the like button, do whatever you want to do. I'm kind of Recon, guys, and I'm signing out. Peace.